jump rope exercise, you guys can either use a real jump rope or you guys can use an imaginary jump rope. If you guys are using an imaginary jump rope, I want you guys to still act like you have one in your hands and practice using your wrists. For the reverse crunch exercise, you guys are gonna lay down, get your hands right underneath your hips. From here, you guys have two options. You can leave your legs straight and do a leg lift up into a hip lift, or if it's hard for you to keep your legs straight, bend your knees in and bring those knees right up towards your face as you guys lift your hips at the top of the rep. The single arm overhead oblique raise, or the windmill as some people call it, is when you take one dumbbell up over your head. Make sure that you choose a weight that you can keep your arm completely straight for, or use no weight. Take your hand, you guys are gonna reach down for your toe, and you guys are gonna look up at that dumbbell. Make sure that one foot is turned out and the other foot is facing straight forward. For the alternating plyo lunge, you guys are gonna start staggered stance, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. You guys are gonna drop the back knee down, and from here, you're gonna explode straight up and alternate. If you were not jumping, what you guys are gonna do is take a big step back, come up to that knee drive, toe drive, or knee drive, toe drive, and a little pop. For the glute raise exercise, you guys can either use a box, a chair, a couch, or anything you can put your feet up on. You can also put your feet up on the wall. I want you guys to make sure on this one that wherever you're doing it from, you're digging your heels into the box, sofa, chair, wall, whatever it is. Digging your heels in, sucking your abs in. From here, you're pushing your hips all the way up, squeezing your glutes, getting full range of motion, and then coming right back down. For the dumbbell front squat, you guys are gonna bring your dumbbells or weighted object right up in front of you. Now the goal is not to let them sit on your shoulders, okay? So weights in the heels, core nice and tight. You guys are gonna sink those hips straight down and come right back up. By keeping the dumbbells out in front of you, you're actually engaging your core by creating a counterbalance effect. The Dumbell Single Leg Romanian deadlift, you guys are gonna put all the weight into one leg. Make sure that your chest is up, shoulders are back. Again, one weight goes into one leg, and you're actively pushing back with the heel, getting a stretch down your standing leg. So for this one, the dumbbells do not need to go all the way to the ground. The goal, again, is just to get a stretch through the back of that leg, suck your abs in, and pull up using your hamstrings. The donkey kick exercise is an explosive power movement. So what you guys are gonna do is you're gonna go down into your pike position or your down dog position. So hips are gonna get in the air, you're actually on your toes to start. Now sucking your abs in, you guys are gonna bring your heels up to your butt and then right back down. The goal is to do these as quick as possible. If you have knee issues, you guys are gonna do single legs, because the goal is not to let your feet pound into the ground. The overhead medicine ball walking lunge exercise can be done with a medicine ball, a dumbbell, any weighted object, or just your arms up over your head. The goal though is to keep your arms completely locked out, because that's gonna give you full core engagement as you step out into that lunge. The mountain climber exercise is a core and cardio exercise. You guys are gonna drop to the ground, shoulders stacked over your wrist, core nice and tight, and from this position, starting with one knee up, you guys are gonna alternate. As you get better at it, you guys can go faster and faster. The squat side leg raise exercise, you guys are going to have your hands in front of you, or if you want to make it harder, you guys can hold dumbbells or a med ball. So weights in the heels, suck your abs in, shoot those hips straight back into a regular squat. Then as you come up, you guys are going to go out into a leg lift. But what I want you guys to focus on is when you go to that leg lift, is you're almost doing an oblique crunch. So rather than leaning away from the leg, you're actually leaning into it. For the high knee exercise, the goal is to keep your shoulders back, chest up, and get your knees up as high as you can while you run in place.